Good afternoon guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel, The Space Between. My name is Sorsha and I'm really excited to be sharing a new project that I have lined up for you guys today. So this project is going to be a yoga related one, and I guess I just wanted to talk to you guys today and just answer maybe a few questions that you might have about what is yoga. Tell you about a little, I suppose, course. I want to say the word experiment, but might not be the right word. Yeah, just a little plan that I have for the next 7 months. Really, a bit of a big project. So I guess one of the first things is, what is a big deal about yoga? Maybe you've heard of it, maybe, unless you've been living under a rock, I guess you probably have heard of it. Maybe you already have a practice and it's pretty solid. Maybe it terrifies the crap out of you, and that's completely fine. I think that at the end of the day, yoga is this beautiful practice, and it's something that's really enriched my life, and it's brought a lot more awareness to my life, and it's really helped me on the mat and also off the mat. And it's free, all you need is your breath. So I guess that I've lost my train of thought. I can't remember what I was going to say. Yeah, I guess before I kind of go on about the benefits of yoga, I've literally got something in my eye. And before I talk about the benefits of yoga, I guess just take a moment and think about your day so far. So has it been particularly stressful? Have you had some negative self-talk? Maybe even just in your thoughts, but it still counts. Sometimes when we think about it, the things we say to ourselves we would never say to our friends, because we wouldn't have any friends left. So maybe you've had a bit of negative self-talk today. Maybe you just feel like it was a good day, but it just could have been a little bit better. So for me, when I've practiced yoga either the night before and I've got up and done a morning practice, which I tend to prefer, it just makes my day run that bit smoother, and it just makes it a bit better. So it can still be kind of a crappy day, but for me, yoga gives me a couple of seconds. It gives me a couple of seconds before I react to a situation. And as someone that can be quite fiery and quite reactive, I found that really useful in my life. Okay, so rather than my emotions ruling me all the time, which used to be the case for me a lot, and sometimes still is, it just gives me a moment to step back, and it gives me that little bit of distance, and it really helps in life off the mat. So let's think of other benefits. Oh my gosh, there's like so many to begin. Okay, I think you'll be able to sleep better, because relaxed body, relaxed mind. You'll be able to, once you know a bit more about the activation of certain chakras or purifying and breathing techniques and various other things that you can explore with me on this little course, you're kind of able to heal from within, I suppose. That sounds a little bit hippie. Some people are like, yeah, heal from within, whatever. I'm not saying stop taking all your medications or anything that you might need, or going to therapy, whatever. I'm just saying that you'll be able to kind of see, for example, let's think of an example. If you feel really a lot of scarcity around money or food, that would be your root chakra, your Muladhara chakra. So you might want to work on balancing that to kind of feel like you have this solid foundation, and that you are enough within that. Okay, so you're kind of able to draw on the chakras or on other practices to give you extra tools in your toolbox to manage stress, anxiety, negative emotions, maybe even positive emotions when you're not sure what to do with yourself. So those are some of the benefits. You can kind of be able to take more action but be less reactive, have better sleep. It's obviously a good form of physical fitness and exercise. You will become more supple and more flexible, but you'll also become stronger, and it's great to have a balance of those. I think a lot of people are put off by thinking they have to be super flexible, and that's not really always the case. And obviously there's so many mental benefits as well. Like I said earlier, just being able to take a step back from a situation and take a breath and decide how you're going to react to something. And it just makes you feel a little bit clearer. It gives you a focus on a bigger perspective rather than just being in your own head all the time. Particularly useful if any of you are like me and you suffer from anxiety. So helpful to remember there is a bigger picture and it's fine. And it just allows you to kind of search for truth and search for more of your life purpose, and just give yourself more purpose on this planet. Which is always a nice thing to have a reason to get up in the morning. So anyway, there's like a million more benefits. I will leave some links in the comment box below, or the description box below, so you can go and have a read should you choose. And I'll also leave a link to my WordPress blog thingy-majiggy, my blog-a-log, so that you can have a look at that, because I do have this lovely rambling all tied up in a little essay with all the benefits and all these other things in it. Let's see, so what else did I want to talk about with you guys? Yeah, okay, so for this course, I suppose it's a course. I'm not like a yoga school or anything, so I feel a bit weird calling it a course, but it effectively is a course, I guess. It's kind of it's what I would call or what is known as a chakra tapas. So it's where you're exploring a different chakra for a certain chunk of time, and you're working on kind of balancing and purifying that chakra. Just trying to think what else I wanted to cover with you guys. So yeah, I just wanted to say that there are no stupid questions, and also that if you stick to the practice that I'm lining up, then you should see a weekly progression, and you know, over the course of the next few months a nice progression will be made if you're sticking with me, and also for myself. So yeah, I think that's enough. That's enough rambling. I'm just going to give you a quick outline of the structure that I have for this course. I've been working on this for, I guess, about 6 weeks or so. And I will say that it's subject to change. I think you have to be quite fluid. And it might be that I start teaching some of these and I think, actually, I need to play around with this a bit because it makes more sense. Or it might be that some of you have more questions about certain things and I think, oh, actually, yeah, I should maybe weave that in there. So I'm just going to say that there'll be 3 videos a week. In the first week, the first video will be a little tea time, so it'll just be a chat about the chakra. So just saying this is what this chakra is and giving you some basic info. The second video is going to be chakra specific sun salutations. If you do not know what a sun salutation is, that's fine, I got you covered in another video, so don't worry. And the third video of the first week will be a 1-hour hatha class. Again, if you don't know what hatha is, it's cool, I got you covered in another video. Week 2 will be, the first video will be exploring yoga off the mat, and I'll explain more about that soon. Second video will be flowing with either one or several peak poses in mind. Again, if you're not understanding any of this, it's cool, it will all be explained. And the third one will be an introduction to music, meditation and mudras. Week 3, the first video will be a pranayama introduction. The second video will be a 15-minute chakra activation class. This is really good for busy people if you just want a short video to do. And the third one will be a 1-hour hatha or maybe a hatha flow class. Week 4, the first video will be exploring either a different meditation or maybe a visualization. The second one will be a 20-minute chakra activation class. And the third video will be a recap of maybe giving you some more sequencing ideas, the key asanas that we've looked at, and pranayama and meditation. Yeah, sorry guys, my camera just stopped recording. But yeah, the last one is going to be a recap, and I'm also going to include a Q&A in that. So if any questions have popped up in the comments, that's when I'm going to be answering them. And I just want it to be like a community where we can just share things, throw ideas around, and not look down on each other for not having a practice, or not being able to touch our toes, or not looking sexy as fuck in a freaking crop top or whatever. If you do look sexy as fuck in a crop top, that's fine, that's awesome, but that's not what yoga's about. Yoga doesn't give a shit how you look on the mat, okay? And neither do I, to be honest. So yeah, I just wanted to say that there are no stupid questions. Anyway, enough of a ramble for this video. I just wanted to give you a rough idea of what's to come, and yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you soon on my channel. Thank you guys. I like the way you work it, and I got this soul.